Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Mercury Farms. And just as I say that, great demand at the spar shop. The question is, for what? Please be for eggs. I knew the spar shop does take eggs. 1912. And that price is going up at 1742. Thank you. As a farmer, we are happy. We will see what happens. First things first, we are in our maize field where we make chaff. Obviously, we're planting some corn. That's why we're starting our beautiful afternoon here at Mercury Farms. It's going to be a great day. We got tons and tons of eggs to sell. Also, if you remember at the last episode, there's a great demand for milk. That price is actually up to $1,500. So, I mean, we don't have that much milk. We got like maybe 13,000 liters, but still. Yeah. And this is what I've been saying about the T8. You can see we slow down about 4 or 5 miles an hour trying to seed up this hill. I don't think it's worth buying a bigger tractor with a bigger horsepower just because of that little bit of an issue we have here. So, I mean, bigger tractor is the least of my concerns right now, though, because we have a lot of the things that we need to do. But looks like we're going to be rolling in the hay and the cash in a while. So great demands. I don't know how long they usually last for. It seems like sometimes they last like a whole day. Other times they seem like they just last like 6 hours. So it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the end of the evening, we still should be fine. But I want to see what that other price gets up to. I don't want to miss out on, I mean, $1,900, that's a really good price. Maybe that price will even go up as well. Even though it's in the great demand, that price can rise still a little bit. But mainly what I want to do today is obviously get this field seeded so the corn can start growing, so we can, make some more chaff, make some more silage, and actually start really selling stuff at the BGA. And bring in some cash at midnight, which would be nice. And then today I also want to take care of the cows a little bit. They need some straw, and they're not too bad on total mix rations, but I kind of feel like doing that today, so that's what we were going to do as well. I'll probably use the T8 or the Case Puma on the mixer, just because the juice fire going back and forth, it's a little lackluster on the horsepower, and going from the animal farm back to the main farm, I know it's a small little hill, but the juice fire kind of doesn't want to do it. It's kind of like this right here with the T8 going up the hill with the Cedro going. I'll do it, but I really don't want to. So yeah, I'll just use something that's a little bit more speedy. So the question is, what do we do with the cash that we're going to get today? That is a good question. A slurry spreader is probably step one, and then maybe buy the rest of the fields around the farm. So maybe next week we can start to merge those fields and expand our parking area. Get the silo, the drive-through silo would be nice. And maybe upgrade our workstation. So instead of having just a little jack and toolbox, we'll actually have a working shed. I mean, come on, this farm is growing. It's time to get a proper work shed. So, I mean, if it's raining out, you want to be in a work shed, don't you? I think so. And we may mix up what kind of colors we get on the barn. So usually I go for the stone look, because I do like the stone look. But maybe the red ones, I don't know. Maybe the red barns is something we do instead this time. So I can't believe as I started this episode, I see great demand at the spar shop. I'm like, wait a minute, don't they just take just eggs? Can it be? Can it be? And yes, it can be. So I kind of forgot how many pallets we have, like 15 full pallets of 9,600 liters. So do the math, and almost $2,000 per 1,000 liters. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So we're looking at almost 300 grand just in eggs. I think that's what we're looking at, somewhere around there. The deuce fire is going to get used quite a lot, loading those up in the back of our Chevy flatbed and bringing that down to the spar shop. Actually, for the amount of money we're getting, I can almost buy a forklift and just leave it parked down there. I think they're like, what? I just bought one on the Pacific Northwest and I started to park that one at a spinnery. Wow, is it like 15 grand? I got the cash where I can just buy it and park it down there. So I'll have to see how much that is later. Yeah, so let me keep on seeding this. Yeah, it takes a while going uphill. You would think 435 horsepower. I know the seed drill does require... Geez, does this seed drill actually require 400 horsepower? I mean, which we have, but of course going uphill. Inquiring minds want to know, don't you? Seed roll, seeders. It's a modded one, so it's near the end. No, it requires 270 horsepower. Alright, so we are way over the required horsepower. It's just, you know, a steep hill. But either way, it's just going to take me just a few more minutes just to finish up this field. Going downhill nice and smooth, isn't it? Probably, you know, I don't want to say we're going to have all this money. This is what we're going to buy this and this and this. A cultivator wouldn't be bad because really I should be cultivating this after it being plowed. And, you know, I know it's a direct seed drill, but I think even direct seed drills, any real farmers out there can tell me. But I do believe after you plow it, I think you're going to cultivate it even with the direct seed drill. I just think it might be too much for the seed drill to handle. Maybe not. I don't know. What do I know? I'm sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt recording this episode. I don't sit in a field and actually know how to farm. I could actually ask my neighbors. My neighbors up the street do seeding once in a while, so I could probably ask them. But it's one of those things when I talk to my neighbors, I don't think about talking about farming because that's their job, you know. Nothing more exciting when you get home, you want to relax, and someone wants to talk to you about your work. No, you don't. Yeah, so let me finish up this field here. And, yeah, I think we'll meet you down by the animal farm, probably. And figure out when to sell the eggs, or should I sell the eggs first, or do the cows? But I think we'll check on the price. So I'll see you in a flip of a screen. Well, here we are with our first and only batch of Total Mix rations I can make today. A slight problem on the farm. I did not realize this. I must have misread the number at some point, but we are out of hay. Yeah, so I do have 60,000 liters of Total Mix rations, so that's going to help out the cows for a while. But if we go to their storage, yeah, I misread that number somewhere. Yeah, I'm down to 8,835 liters of hay. So, yeah. Also, the egg price that was the lowest one stopped climbing at 1747. So 1912 at the spar, and the spar should be right down here. The sealed milk, as you can see, that's flashing. That is at 1511, and we do have close to 22,000 liters of milk going for them. So Total Mix rations, we got it up there quite a bit. It looks like it's still emptying in the background. So, yeah, we're going to sell some milk. That should give us pretty close to 35 grand. And, of course, the eggs are going to bring us a lot. Now, the other thing I was talking about, the skid steers, they're more expensive than I remember than I bought at the Pacific Northwest. So, 35 grand or 49 grand. I was like, okay, so what else can we do? Front loaders, 50 and 60. So, like, you know what? The Dutz has a forklift. Oh, wait, what's this? Maybe it was this guy right here. Well, even that is 37 grand. So, yeah, so it's all expensive. So, I think, you know, the Dutz that's what we got the Dutz for. Has a forklift on it. We'll do it that way. So, as for the cows, they're done getting Total Mix rations. I am going to run back down, though, and get them some straw, some bedding. And we'll put some bedding down as well. As for our other fields, what's going on? The sunflowers over by the livestock market and the ones right over here by our farm, they are ready for harvest, but that's going to have to wait until next week. And probably be put on hold until after we make some hay, because obviously the sheep are going to require hay and the cows are going to need some hay for Total Mix rations. But yeah, you can see the sunflowers here. They are ready for harvest, but I guess the good news for us, the bad news, good news is, the bad news is the price of sunflowers is dropping. So the good news is that means there's not like really a rush to get to harvesting the sunflowers right now. As we saw, I think it was what, $1,200-ish the other day. So right now it's below 1,000. Oh, the price I have not checked on. So why this is filling? Straw. Yeah, we're getting. I don't want to say we're getting low on straw, but it's getting low. The canola prices I forgot to check today, as I'm recording. No, that's soybean, sunflower. 740, 734, and rising. If this gets up to 800, I'm just going to sell it because I don't know exactly what's going on there. I must have misread that. Straw, 16,000. Yeah, that should be... You know what? I'll just fill it up. So if I get up there and I'm short, I'll kick my farmer's butt all the way back here just to fill it off. So we'll go up there and top them off. And the next thing to do is... There's a case Puma. Okay. Yeah, also the smaller field down by the road. Just on the other side of this field. I forgot what I put in there. Barley? Yeah, barley. That is also ready for harvest. And somehow... Like I said, now we're getting enough fields. Like I said, I may not get them all weeded and fertilized completely on the way. Yeah, it's only got one stage of fertilization into it. But it is what it is at this point. I mean, I'm not going to cry too much in a few minutes because we're going to be selling some eggs and hopefully get up near $300,000 for all those eggs. And then, of course, 35 grand for the milk. The milk I probably should take care of first because that great demand started a while ago. So I don't want that to run out while it's at 1,500. Like I said, it's not a fantastic... Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Yeah, I have to open up this door here. Run, cows, run! Yeah, so where is my Dusfa? Did I park it up already? I must be up, actually parked it up for a change. There we go. We'll unload the straw. And the cows are going to be looking pretty darn good. This is going to go up and look fine. Total rations, they'll be fine for a while. This should last them about 7 or 8 days. Looks like we just got some cows like 10 hours ago. 4 of them. So up to 84. Congratulations. Sheep, I think we've gotten like 10 or 11 sheep by now. And of course the chickens, chickens are chickens. The chickens are what's making us really happy right now, right? Well, they will in a short while. I also see in the background, if you remember, we cut down all those trees up there in the forest. Well, not all the trees, but most of them. And we replant them. You can see that they're all pretty much well full grown at this point. I have not been back up there since we planted them. They took all that straw. Really? Really? Wow. Okay, I'm glad I filled it up. Yeah, so it looks like when we... Did I only have one barley field right now? Because that's going to really... I think that's what we're at, right? One barley field. We're going to have to keep this straw. Yep. Yeah, so I think next time we'll have to just store up some of the straw. We're fine for a while, but we're on notice that we need straw, we need hay, we need a lot of things that I'm getting lackluster on here around here. I'm dropping the hammer on the farm. Basically, I'm not being a good farmer, not paying attention to my stock items. I'm not hitching up my trailers before I drive off. Nope. Yep, I don't want that. I kind of forgot we do have a milk trailer. That had some slurry in it. Well, actually, probably has water in it. Yep, there's the deuce fire right there. So, yep, we'll have to be using that guy quite a bit. I don't know how many trips it's going to take down to the egg store, because I don't know how many I can actually easily fit in the back of the flatbed. I think 8 pallets easily. And we all know I'm not the greatest with the pallet forks, so it might be 2 trips. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that up with milk. Yes, it's 22,000 liters, so we should get a decent amount from that. Yeah, now I got to fill this up with... Actually, it looks like it might be full of manure. I got to go up there and top off the orchard as well. So somewhere around 22,000 liters I think we're up to. Yep, so let's head on down to the milk store. And then it'll be a few trips selling off the eggs. So that's going to... I mean, I'll probably have to... I'll have to drive the Chevy flatbed down there and then bring the deuce fire down. I could use Follow Me, but I don't use Follow Me enough to get used to using that too much, so it won't be too much driving back and forth. I mean, it's just right down here, down the street, so it's not too far. And then after we make all the money, it'll be time to spend all the money. Spend, spend, spend. Like I said, this should bring us Let's see here. What did I say? Like 35-ish? Somewhere in that vicinity. Probably more close, getting close to 40 now that we got 22,000 liters in here. But let's just say 37,000. No, come on, I'm out of the trigger. Really? Alright, so we got to add like 2,500 to this because we were out of the trigger for half a second. 30, 32, about 33,000. Alright, whatever. It's 33,000 we didn't have a second ago. And we just delivered milk, just not that long ago. I think it was actually last week. So obviously we're getting more cows. As long as we keep them with water, straw, and total mixed rations, they'll keep producing more and more milk for us. I think I started, I was like episode 1, I'm like, I want to do a dairy farm on here, and really haven't gotten that far with it. That's for darn sure. Cows do take a while to reproduce, and of course it took us a while to get the money just to buy the cows. But now with the amount of money we got rolling in, maybe we could buy some more cows and help the reproduction of everything. But definitely not now, because I don't have hay to make total mixed rations, so not the smartest thing to do. And buying the water tanker may not be a bad thing, but we don't exactly need it. It's got the weight in the back, that's fine, and we're stuck in the wall, kind of. Alright, make sure I'm on the shovel, nothing in the shovel. But we need the pallet forks. Yep, run into the stone wall. That's always good for your sheds. Make sure they're all intact by running into them. So probably what we'll do here is I'll just show me loading a couple of them, because sitting here for 10 minutes trying to watch me struggle to load these up may not be the most entertaining thing in the world. And then of course when we get down to sell them, I'm going to have to unload them. Yeah, so I did take care of, if you remember at the end of the last episode, I realized I bought wool pallets, not egg pallets. So now we got egg pallets in here. And those wool pallets will have to... the wool pallets will definitely have to go down to the sheep. No sense to... I mean, I got them now. I might as well hang on to them, right? And we'll turn the engine off, because this... I don't want to let that run out of fuel, because this could take me a while. I think we got plenty of room to do this. Now, the smart thing would have been to put these pallets where I could see them better, instead of putting them into the grass. But, I wanted more of a challenge, because, I suck at this already, so let's see if I can make it more entertaining. And this is why I kind of hate the pallets, because sometimes you go take them off, they don't come off the best. But I guess if you do this enough, you probably know all the secrets and tricks. Although I do think the pallets do better than they did in 17. I know I said that before, or it's either that I'm just getting more and more practice on it. And of course the smart thing to do is after you get a couple pallets in and know you're not going to put any more in that area, is to put the straps down. And always make sure your foot's on the right pedal when you back up and go forward. Is it here? No, it's my light. Oh, there it is. Is there another one here? Okay, so when so when those are down, I can't get close enough to strap them in. All right, well, they're strapped in, not going anywhere. I think I just got that pallet fork up the you-know-what. Always feels good. No, you're not in. Yep, see, you're not in. I know you're not in, so I'm not even going to bother. kind of in. Yeah, so am I going to fit 8 on here? I don't know. Eight comfortably? Sure. Why not? Yeah, so I think we said we got, what, 15 full pallets? That's definitely 2 trips. I mean, it doesn't matter. If I got 10, it's still 2 trips because I'm only going to be able to fit 8 on there. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep on loading these up, obviously. And I'll meet you down at the shop and we'll sell our first full 8 pallets of our 15, 16, whatever it is we got. Well, we do have the 8 pallets in, but as you can see, the way I had to stack them, then when the gates close, it's in there. It's fine. We have the way far back there, Dude's far. He's on follow me. And I took off and I realized, wait a minute, he can only do 24 and we can do 75. If I get out of range, he'll disengage. So he's coming along. I would really love it if I get down here and they sell right off the flatbed, but previously we had it on the back of the other trailer and it wouldn't sell. I don't think I've sold 8 pallets off this one on this map yet to know if it will or will not. Yeah, he's coming around the corner. So the question is, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so I mean it's only been 3 hours. So I'm sure the great demand is still there at 1912. Yes, it is. Can I deactivate? Behind offset, behind right shift F. Alright, so yeah, it's been a while. Alright, so he's not going to follow me around. Are these going to sell off the back? Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, that would be fantastic. What? So how come the back two will sell and not the others? Because they're strapped in? I knew that might happen. Great, looks like one of my egg pallets are flipping out. Yeah, go figure that the back ones would sell. And yeah, who knows? Who knows why? I don't know why. Have no idea. Alright, so this is why we had to bring you down, sir, out right in the eye. Start the engine. So this is going to be a long process for me. I have to do it twice. Alright, I can sneak it off there. So yeah, we're at 95,000. Yes, we're getting $18,300 per pallet. So I get to do this a couple times. Not just pallets, but truck loads. And I guarantee I'll probably be knocking these off one by one. Oh, pallet forks down a little bit. And up a little bit. And the thing is, if you don't have the reusable pallets, then it's not that big of a deal. But obviously we have reusable pallets. Hey, what do you know? 18,362. Well, we are down here with our third and final load. We are already up to $350,000. And we got 3 more pallets to go. Still getting to $18,362 per pallet because the price has not changed at all. Been taking care, when I bring the pallets back, I was taking care of putting them back into the area where they need to be at the chicken coop. So yeah, they're all there, but this is taking longer than I wanted it to, obviously. But luckily the great demand is still going. And obviously we're going to go over 400 grand in the bank account. That's right, I said it, over 400 grand. So, I mean, I could just about barely, I could probably almost buy one of those harvesters if I wanted to, I think. I think we're a little bit short, but if I slept through the night, maybe? No, now I'm going to have to go on the other side, aren't I? Nope, can I grab it? It's not really on there, but it's on there well enough, and it falls now. I'll just grab it from here, whatever. So finally, hanging on to the eggs as long as we have. You know, we've been watching it for a while. It really paid off today, or this evening. Yep, so $408,000 in our bank account. That is a nice way to end the work week here. Let me back up this guy to like right about here. I wasn't doing that bad with the pallet forks, actually. I was getting, I won't say good at it, but, you know, as far as I go, I was getting good at it. I do believe I have to get in that vehicle to activate Follow Me. Right control F. Owie, what is making that do that? Must be the lights. There we go, that one will work there. That would just drive us nuts, wouldn't it? Alright, dudes, far, are you coming? Slowly but surely. We'll take our time going back. Yeah, so it's 8 o'clock at night. Obviously it's dark, but we got all the eggs sold. Oh, and sure, here comes the traffic. Don't run into me. You're going to run into me, aren't you? Almost. He thought about it. Come on, dudes, far. We can, hopefully you can make it through here. Go, dude. Go, 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 go. He made it. He made it. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to bring these back. Unload these last 3 pallets. I'm going to go back to the house, sleep through the night, and see where we stand money-wise. And I think we'll make some purchases. I may have lost the Dutes Fire too far back there. I'm going too fast for him. Yeah, he's coming. I'll see you in the morning. Well, morning is here. We end up with 424,000. The first thing we're going to look at is the fields down here. And yes, they all have crops growing in them. They do need a little care. They got some weeds in it, but the good thing is oats. I can get straw from that. It's barley. We can harvest and get straw from that. And soybeans. We can harvest that. So no sugar beets, no potatoes, no cotton. So yeah, let's go in the menu here. And the first one we're going to do is 21,000. We're going to buy that. 43,000. We're going to buy that. And 42,000. We're going to buy that. I thought the game was going to crash here for a second. I was like, don't crash now. Yeah, so probably, you know, I don't know if how I'm going to do this here. Either field 20 or field 19. Or what we'll do is we'll just take down all these fence posts in here. And then create our own area. It's not like I have to merge the fields. I could just take off all these fence posts in here. Make this whole area right here a parking area. And just have these fields here merged together. Something obviously not to do today. Because, I got a flight to catch later on. But the good news is we now have the property to do as we please. Obviously, we're going to wait until the crops are ready to harvest, and we will harvest those. But let's go into the shop. So, yeah, it is 435,000. So I could have almost bought that, but I think our priorities need to be where they need to be. So where is slurry tanks? I had an idea, and I kind of forgot what we were going to do, didn't I? Yeah, I know, it's terrible. I think it was the Zune hammer we're going to do, wasn't it? That holds 18,500, and the working width is 14.8 meters. That is not bad. That is not bad. That's 16.2. Okay, wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused because this goes on the back of this guy, but the working width is only 16.2 meters. But this says the working width is 14.8. So why would I want to? Oh wow! What's the purpose of this? Really? I know what the purpose is, but I mean, if it's only 16.2, why wouldn't I just use this when the working width is 14.8? It's a good question, isn't it? That's 12 meters. And this goes on the, what does this hook up to? The PG220 or the 25. Wow, that's expensive. That holds 25,000 liters. This holds 20,000 liters. Working width is 12, which is a pretty good working width, actually. So the question is it worth it for the extra 5,000 liters? Is there any... Not really any adjustments to it. Just to get my rough idea, this is 30 meters. Yeah, we don't need one that's 30 meters. That's for darn sure. Yeah, we don't need 36. But I mean, 185,000 just for the tank. And then 53,000 for the working width of 7 meters. No, wait, where were we? Oh, right here. 12 meters. I mean, I want to try something different rather than always going for this guy right here. But I mean, if you look at the price, it's 165,000, and the working width of this is 30 meters, which is way too big for what we have. Now, see what we got for horse here. So we got that holds 21,000 for $55,000. So look at this, $55,000 for 21,000, and they want to sell me this. Wait, that one holds 34,000. Okay, so it must be I didn't click off. That holds 25. Okay, yeah, there's 3 different tanks there. Boy, that I wasn't reading the models too closely. But the horse really for 55,000 for 21,000 liters, compared to 25,000 liters for $142,000. See, I'm clicking on it. Ooh, I don't want to click on it that much. So yeah, $142,000 for a 25,000 liter tank. Working speed is 10. Working speed is 10 here. It's 21,000 for $55,000. Drag hose injector 36. That's 36 meters wide. No, we don't want that one big. Does that take the injector 12? It does. Which is 12 meters. Yes. I think this is what we're going to go with. So we get a 21,000 liter tank and a working width of 12 meters, working speed of 12. Yes. That is, I think, what we're looking for. No, I don't need a slurry tank. We already got a slurry tank, per se. So let's go in here. We'll buy this. Thank you very much. And go back. And then, where were we here? This guy right here, 12 meter working width. Yes, please. We'll buy that as well. Wow, look at that. And it still leaves us with $229,000 in the bank account. What does this property go for? it goes for $234,000, 234,936. So you know what we're going to do next week, don't you? When we get enough cash, which is going to be easy enough to do with our orchards and whatnot. Yeah, we just need like $5,000. I could go and buy this right here, and then we can make this one nice big field. But where is my... let's get out of this here for a second. Let's go up here. No, the T8 is up here somewhere. I know it is. There we go. Yes, the farm is getting to be a mess. Let's head on down to the shop and at least look at the... Oh, wait. Does that need a truck, or is that done by a truck? I didn't look at that. I did not look at that. Where was it? Oh, no. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. I assumed so when it wasn't that big a piece of equipment. So, yeah, we bought a whole bunch of land. We bought our slurry tanker and sprayer. Fantastic news there. I think we can even buy a water tanker, but I'd rather buy that other piece of property over by the livestock market and then merge that into all one nice big huge field. And that might do it for us for fields on this map for a while. Obviously, once we get a cotton harvester... Well, actually, you know what? That big field would be good enough for a cotton harvester and a root crop harvester to run around in. I think that would work nicely. So maybe in the future, maybe buy just some other smaller fields as well. But I think buy that other field, make one big field. And in the future, you know, slowly we'll get enough cash to buy a cotton harvester and a root crop harvester, and those guys can work those big fields over there, so we can swap it out, like do cotton one time and then do like sugar beet / potatoes a different time as well. So let's go here. How does this actually work here? Some new equipment I have not used before, so we'll hook that up there. Beautiful. And I assume that's going to hook up to that. That looks really good. So let's go to the BGA. We should have some digestate around. And of course, you know, we got plenty of cow slurry I'm pretty sure I could use. But usually what I like to do is take the slurry. You might as well sell it at the BGA. Get the cash for the slurry. And of course the BGA is going to process that into digestate. So why wouldn't you? The only thing you got to be careful of, obviously, this is something you want to do before you seed a field, because crop destruction. How much do we have in here? What? We got that much digestate? Wow, we are just about full. I do not know how much these can take, how many liters these tanks can take. It used to be in 17 you can look into the tank and know how much they hold. So I don't know if it counts that tank there. I mean, this used to be the kind of tank, well, if you don't fall down, this used to be the kind of tank in 17 you would come to, and without looking at the meter you can come kind of look in and see, oh wow, we're almost full. This one's like just about empty. So maybe this map, I don't know. I don't know if how much digestate we can hold on this map, but yeah, I don't have to worry. Yeah, we got tons of digestate that we need to kind of use up. But there we go. There is our new slurry spreader. I did not know we had that much digestate at all. Let me go ahead and we'll unfold that just to see how it looks. Other than not being able to color it, but really, since it's the first time I've used it, I have no problem having the factory colors on it like it is. That is a nice working width for this map. Obviously, the big field down there, what we'll probably do is when we spray it, we'll be running the tanker back and forth with our Volvo truck, and maybe put this guy in a worker and go back and forth, because I don't know how fast it's going to use it, but that looks really nice. Yeah, and like I said, we almost have enough money to buy that big field. Maybe. We'll see how it goes next week. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one. Oh, I can smell the money. Smell the money.